Hello, friends. Today, we are also going to talk about why Street Fighter is a dead franchise. Pretty much anything Capcom makes nowadays is a dead franchise, but Street Fighter in particular. I would mention Mega Man if they hadn't already killed him dead to the point where it brings tears to my eyes to even mention Mega Man. But we're not going to get into that today. We're going to talk about Street Fighter. How that game is still played competitively completely screws me over. I don't get it. I don't get it. Can somebody explain to me? Someone explain to me, please, how Street Fighter 4 is still played competitively in arcades and shit like that? I was looking at one of the Evos or fighting game tournaments or whatever. The fucking last round or last Street Fighter match was like a Ryu versus an Akuma. And you'll never guess what it was full of. Hadouken! 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 And then you can see Akuma in the air. Hadouken! 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 And motherfuckers was actually sitting there looking like it was intense. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is intense. This is great. Oh my god. I'm at the edge of my fucking seat. Meanwhile, when games like Blaze Blue try to make some new shit, it's a piece of garbage. It's what the fuck is this? It's not Street Fighter, I tell you that much. And honestly, you Capcom fans, I really feel bad for you, especially with all the extra editions and shit. Like Street Fighter X Tekken is just horrible for the fact that you have 15 characters already on the disc. 15 characters already on the disc that you don't have access to until you pay for them. What the fuck? 15 characters? The game just came out and you have 15 characters for DLC? Was it like $6 $6 to $8 a character? I can understand maybe 2 to 3 characters at the most, but really? 15? And the fighting community continues to stand up for Street Fighter as a fucking franchise? And I know a lot of you want to say that because you have new characters and oh yeah, the game is constantly evolving. New characters that people don't even use because they're utter trash. And if they do use them, they play exactly like yours truly, Ryu. Motherfucker, everybody has a fucking projectile and an upper attack. It's the same shit for 20 years. You're playing a 20-year-old game and you buy it for full price. For full price, you buy this game. What kind of denialist mentality do you have to have? You gotta purposely put yourself in the dark to buy a new installment. I can't even fathom what your wallets must look like. You poor people. It's so sad. And you know what? I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Super Street Fighter X Tekken is gonna come out this November. I guarantee that bullshit. This November or next January, they will have a Super Street Fighter X Tekken. You might even be lucky. They might even throw in an arcade edition 3 months after that. You never know. How do you fall for this? The last great Street Fighter game there was Alpha 3. I'll admit, even for somebody who's not a Street Fighter fan like me, I would say that was a great game. But here we are years and years later. The game has gotten progressively worse and has made no changes whatsoever since. It's amazing how it makes no changes, but it still actually gets worse as a game completely. And then they take out characters I enjoyed from the third installment and never mention them again. Why do they take out characters? Can someone tell me that? Is it a licensing problem? Why for every new Street Fighter? And then, what's even worse? What's even worse is motherfuckers over here. They're over here excited to buy characters they could have played in the older Street Fighters, like the twins. I forget their names from Street Fighter in its earlier days, those twins. People paid for them. And they play the exact same way they did in the old game. But you actually paid extra money for those characters. The only good thing they did with the arcade edition was actually make Evil Ryu play a little bit different. He played a little bit different. But honestly, is it really worth the money? Street Fighter is, for these reasons, Street Fighter is dead as a series. They just need to scrap the entire project altogether. And honestly, they should just do something else because it's a dead franchise. You're constantly beating the dead horse. It's like the Super Mario of fighting games. No matter how bad or how repetitive it gets, people will continue to play it. You know what they say? You play one Street Fighter 4, you play them all. Ha! It's sad because you might even actually get another 4. You never know. I mean, look how long it took for the motherfuckers to get from 3 to 4. How many years was that? That was at least 7. At least fucking 7 years. And then they just ditched 2D entirely. And to go with that cell shaded bullshit, whatever the fuck that is. Chun-Li's legs are as big as fucking, I don't know, her thighs are just, I mean, I shouldn't usually complain about thighs, but it just looks like she just took a bunch of steroids, injected them in her fucking legs, and started kicking at shit. What the fuck is up with this franchise? What have they done? What have they fucking done? Capcom has really screwed the pooch this time. I can't. I'm actually mad at this shit. This is a fucking disgrace. And the people at Evo still playing it like it's brand new. Playing a fucking 25-year-old game, acting like it's new. What the fuck? The gaming community, the fighting community in general, is in fucking shambles because they're just a bunch of Capcom nut huggers. That's basically what you are. Any non-Capcom game or a game that's not at least 10 years of age, you look at it in disgust because you are a man-child Capcom nut hugger, and you should be ashamed of yourself.